Alright, we're back. So last video, we adapted the carburetor to the intake manifold with a giant plate of aluminum. You can buy those if you want. All the adapters do is block off all the impulse ports to put one of these carbs on. But I wanted to also make it to where the adapter holds the gaskets on the bottom itself, and the carburetor bolts are not the only thing doing all the work. So I got contacted by a guy named Brian, and he's asked me if I wanted to purchase some Go Fast goodies, as the thumbnail showed, off of him, that saw that he had raced back in New York City in 1981 and won the 1981 championship. Now, he raced it with a 101 that cut 8x8 pine squares and everything and whatnot. I'll have pictures of that for you guys. So I did make a different introduction, but I'm trashing that one because I've got hairs cut, but I have something also important to show and everything and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk over these things here real quick. So we've got some Go Fast goodies here. Turn some lighting on the subject. So I've been wanting to build a saw that uses parts from what other guys have used over the years that have retired what they've, you know, their parts and everything. So the saw won in 1981, 1982 it took third place and then blew up. So he made it into a lamp, and that was its fate until he moved, took all the parts that he felt that were good off of it and kept them. Well, contacted me and said, hey, you want to purchase these things? So I've been trying to make a saw that other guys have been, you know, parts like I just said. And I've been building that exact saw for a while now, actually. The 790-101 is exactly that saw that guys would have built back in the day and everything. His 101 was a angle iron steel frame that was hooked to an engine, like, you know, all saws are, and he sent it. So, like I said, he contacted me and everything, and like I said, I was thinking, and it's exactly what I've been doing. I've been building off of people's other, you know, their parts and stuff as a saw towards, you know, where we came from to what we've got now. So we will be putting these parts on this saw, getting rid of my muffler that I built. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not, it needs some work to it, but I want to use the pipe that he made. So this used to have a hat on it like this one did, right here, this big ass hat up here. But he cut it off and put a stinger on it all those years ago. Mind you, he was running blue fuel inside of these. Blue turbo is what he called it. He wouldn't run alcohol because he didn't want to, you know, he didn't want to rinse it out every race and stuff. But it was also, they were right before they swapped over to square ground chain. So they were using, I would say, full chisel chain of the time and still making 3 cuts in 4 seconds, which back then that was pretty fast. Today it's, you know, some could consider slow, but either way, it's still pretty good. So this is the pipe that it was at one point, and you'll see in the pictures, you'll be looking for that right there. And then it has the header and everything that he used. So, like I said, we will be putting this on this saw at some point. We're still fighting an advanced ignition problem. I went ahead and polished up, took some time and polished up the velocity stack, a GEM, which bolts to this Tildeson flawlessly. Between that and a Walbro, it bolts up the exact same. So we're going to be putting that on there. The short bar that he raced, you also see in the photos, or will see. I don't know if I've included them yet, but I will. So this is that little short bar. This is the 12-inch bar, Oregon bar, that he used on it. And it's still in excellent, excellent shape. I mean, the tip is flawless on it. It's not, there's nothing wrong with it. And that is a 50 gauge. His saw was running a 10-pin sprocket. That was moving. And then he gave some new old stock chain. I don't know the age on this. I didn't even bother looking it up. So, but it is square ground skip tooth, which haven't really looked into. I don't even know the age of it. He's a retired logger, from my understanding, and I've got this all tangled up. Go figure. I'll deal with that later. But it has the nice little, it has the link on it. I don't even know if steel does that to this day. Puts the link on it and everything. Me over here trying to untangle chain because I'm an idiot and got it tangled up. Now we got to go this way with it. And we made it just as bad. So, alright, it's just as bad as it was 10 seconds ago. Wait, do I have it? Yeah, I need to do this. There we go. Untangled. But that is skip tooth square ground. And it's 50 and it fits this bar. It might fit with the 7-pin on it. We might try it with that, but we'll later on upgrade. So, also the starter that he had used. The starter on this, the cover has a screw broke into it, so this wants to rotate on me. It also has the cool handle on it, which I've got more of those, but I kind of want to use the one he has. This looks like it might be an Oregon one because it says made in Canada on it, and Oregon is Canadian. And it has the bolts in it and everything. He taped them, and like I said, he just left it all there. Spray painted it yellow. Don't know what color originally was. Has the smooth cover on it, which I think that was for racing or something like that back in the day. But this rubber here is all stiff. I wonder if a heat gun could be taken to that. But our biggest thing we also fighting is still the ignition on this is being a pain in the ass. It's too advanced. So I'm going to do a few things. I've got spare keys that were given to me. So what I'm going to do is take a key and like cut it back like halfway to, you know, retard the ignition a little bit. It's just happening way too soon. So that's what my problem is. So I've got to take it, rotate it back. I might hook the Nova up and everything and see what it does. But like I said, all I did was swap a flywheel. It was the exact same part number, everything from the other one. So the other one either had weak magnets on it and you could fling it over and it would run great, or it was the magnets were positioned slightly different, because from my readings, sometimes the flywheels could be, you know, 1 or 2 degrees, even up to 3 degrees advanced or retarded on the magnets, which was huge to be. So some stalls would start like a dream, some would pop back a little bit on you. This one, there's no negotiation. It just straight up wants to pop back on you if you don't get the air to fuel correct. So it's got to get changed. I'm thinking also my base gasket here might be wrong, but I might have to just make my own out of that one right there. It might be having an air leak, I'm pretty sure. But either way, we've got to get this carburetor off, tore down, and get it ultrasonic cleaned. Side note I want to do before we do that, I did order a carb kit off of eBay and from Discount Marine. They sent a thank you, Discount Marine, handwritten. So there's something I want to do. They're not asking me to do this. They have no idea I'm doing this, but I'm being nice about it. So, to our valid eBay consumers, please take a second to read this note. In the past, when an order was placed through eBay, we would receive the notes from PayPal that include your personal email. eBay now is doing their own processing and will not give us your direct email. It is another attempt to further isolate seller and buyer from any direct communications. eBay does not allow us to exchange contact information or talk about any items not listed with them. If they feel we have somehow made a sale outside of eBay, they will charge us commission even if no sale existed. So if they're reading all things now going on. So, you know, it's kind of, you got to be careful now if you're selling on eBay. They want every dime. Even if you know somebody, you know, if you know that person, message them on Facebook or something. If they've got something you need, go through that way. Do not message them through eBay whatsoever, because eBay is going to get them. Example, if you ask if we sell an ignition coil and I answer back that we do have it for $59.95, but we don't have it on eBay, they will charge us a commission for it even if you don't purchase. They want money. So, yeah. They are getting very difficult to deal with, and we will be leaving them as soon as we can. So you are going to have to go to Discount Marine to get your car parts and everything. We probably have more than 80,000 parts on hand, so we have a very small percentage listed on eBay. So the bottom line is, if you need something that's not on eBay, you will need to contact us direct and not through eBay's message service. If you contact us through eBay, I will not be able to talk about price or inventory, even if I know we have it in stock. Thank you, Gary Taylor. Here's his contact information. Go ahead and pause the video to get that. And we will be able to do and everything to do that. So if you see that or whatnot for them and everything, contact it and stuff like that. Let them know that YouTuber sent you. You don't have to mention my name or anything. A YouTuber sent you saying why they are having to contact you. But they have everything that you can, a bunch of crap. Good crap. Awesome. I don't mean crap as in bad, but, good stuff. So, that is the carb kit. They had it. I ordered a cheaper one for like $27, something off Amazon. It's supposed to be here 2 days. It didn't show up. I was going to do a comparisons video with it. It never showed up in 2 days. It didn't show up in 5 days. I asked for a refund because they said I could. I did that. Ordered them off of eBay. Got it through them. So, like I say, I have ordered through them. I've called them before many years ago to get stuff for a CP125R rebuild. And guy was awesome on the phone. Sent him an email, called him, gave him my card number over the phone. Boom, he had it sent right out to me. So they are awesome people on there. So what comes in the kit? All right, I bought the kit for an HR, whatever this thing is, HR 100A. They have the kit, everything here, instructions, part list, everything. So I will be taking time to rebuild that and everything. It might be a hyperlapse. Like I said, I kind of do my own thing here, not to bore people. I just put the time lapse on and have my music, drink my beer, and kind of just do me and everything right here. Like I said, I turn on the camera for the hobby. There's some parts that are boring and everything, but I know that their kits are legitimate. They are a little more, they cost a little bit more, but if you want something done right, first time you're gonna have to. All the Chinese kits are now catering to Chinese built carbs, like the 090s, the steel ones. Now you're getting many different varieties of those coming out, and who knows what kit's going to fit what. I know that the Chinese kits, when it comes to the needle and seat, it's completely different threads and everything on it, so it's just not, honestly, it's not going to work anymore on that. So you're either going to have to buy a whole new carburetor or, stuff like that. Get a legitimate rebuild kit. Discount Marine has got you covered. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead. We're going to clear off the bench. I'm going to get the ultrasonic cleaner started up here. And I'm feeling a little hungry, so I may grab a bite to eat while that's warming up. And we're just going to get to go into town on this thing. I've never torn apart a double pumper before. So it's got new jets in here, everything. We may just slap them in there and stuff. But we'll see how it works. Like I say, I got to get that timing fixed. Everything. This thing used to be a dream to pull over. Now it's a pain in my ass. And it sucks to pull. Everything. It's not compression. It's just straight up timing. So... And I know Jeremy Bell, he told me what he had to do, and we talked about it and everything and stuff like that on his race saw. And he had to just take it, and he had to rotate it to retard the timing a few degrees, and now it fires up like a dream. So he's had the same problem with them. But either way, let's get to getting. Alright, I played with the timing twice. I'm on a Nova chip. See what we can do here. Got my hay boots on too. It fires up like it used to. I'm a half key. Literally half the key, like 5 degrees. She fires up beautifully. That's exactly how I fired it. Just had to give it, and that's it. I'm yelling. Also, I got my other fan on that. I have my redneck cooling fan up there. Blows on me and everything, but it fires up. Woo! I mean, that's exactly how it was. Just, it didn't take much. It's got compression, but it fired on a whim before. Yes, finally. And it seems like I got the idle set, too. See if we can feed it here. I don't have the carb hooked up yet. I've got a little seal all on a quart right there, but then we can beat it and see if it does anything weird for us. Ah, burns through it quick. I'm not fast enough. But it's firing up. It's not popping at my hand. Now it has to feed its own fuel. We'll do that next video when we put some good fast goodies on her. We're going to run her with what she's got. And we're going to go from there. I'm just excited to see the old girl lives. And it's running freaking fantastic. I mean, just like before. Minus blowing up. Please, sweetie, don't do that to me. We've had so much fun when we're running and we're cutting. See y'all next video. Oh my god, she's a squirter! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, she's a squirter! Don't know if I showed you that funny outtake, but anyways, I lied. I can't sleep tonight.